Hamas wants a written guarantee from the United States, U.S., for a permanent ceasefire and the withdrawal of Israeli troops from the Gaza Strip in order to sign a U.S.-backed ceasefire proposal. The demand was revealed by two Egyptian security sources, according to a Reuters report. Qatari and Egyptian mediators said Hamas on Tuesday, November 6, 2024, had responded to plans for a gradual ceasefire to end the 8-month war between Israel and Palestinian militant groups, without providing details. The plan was announced at the end of May by U.S. President Joe Biden. This includes the gradual release of Israeli hostages held in Gaza and the withdrawal of Israeli troops in 2 phases, as well as the release of Palestinian prisoners, with the reconstruction of war-torn territories and the return of hostage bodies in a 3rd phase. The United States said Israel accepted the proposal, but the Zionist colonial regime has not stated this publicly. Egyptian sources and a third source familiar with the negotiations said Hamas has concerns that the current proposal does not provide explicit guarantees for a transition from the plan's 1st phase, which includes a 6-week ceasefire and the release of some hostages, to the 2nd phase, which includes a permanent ceasefire and the withdrawal of Israeli troops. Egyptian sources said Hamas would only accept the plan if there were guarantees, and Egypt had been in contact with the U.S. regarding the request. Hamas wants guarantees of an automatic transition from one phase to another according to the agreement stipulated by President Biden, said a third source. Hamas and Egyptian authorities did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Announcing the plan, Biden said that if negotiations to move to the 2nd phase lasted more than 6 weeks, the ceasefire would continue as negotiations extended. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said on Wednesday that Hamas had proposed many changes to the ceasefire proposal, some of which were unimplementable. Earlier, an Israeli official who spoke on condition of anonymity said Hamas had changed all the main and most meaningful parameters, and described the group's response as a rejection of Biden's proposal for the release of the hostages. A non-Israeli official familiar with the matter, who also declined to be named, said in response Hamas had proposed a new deadline for a permanent ceasefire with Israel and the withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza, including Rafah. But senior Hamas official Osama Hamdan denied the group had put forward new ideas, and accused the U.S. of backing Israel to avoid any commitment to a permanent ceasefire blueprint. Hamas described its response as positive and opened a wide path to an agreement. More than 37,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli attacks on the Gaza Strip, according to health officials in the coastal region. Negotiators from the U.S., Egypt and Qatar have been trying for months to mediate a ceasefire and free the hostages, more than 100 of whom are believed to still be held in Gaza.